Meow.
Meow.
Meow. Meow.
Meow.
Hi, guys. Thank you for joining me on Crafted. Oh, and look, Monty just jumped up and then he left.
It
Well,
wasn't happening. He
we
wasn't
have-
having the meowing.
two special guests tonight. We have Jason, the depths unknown degenerate, and the beautiful Dee Dee from the Fin Den.
Thank you.
And we might have Skipper. He had an EMT run, and he was just getting home, but he also has family things to do. So I told him just take his time, and it'd be cool. But after this, we will be having at 10 o'clock the nocturnal feeding with Skipper. And I'm sure if you, both of you are probably invited, I'm sure, if you'd like to go on to his show, because he's always great like that. But that was pretty cool. We had Monty on there. Nico is sitting in his spot behind me.
Bundy was probably trying to figure out what the heck was going on with
Yeah.
all the pathetic sounding cat calls.
Well, now he's sitting at the back door here, like staring at the crack, hoping to get out. I guess. So maybe he thought
Dee Dee,
the
do you have a
meowing was
cat?
another cat.
It was fun.
Dee Dee, do you have a cat or a dog?
I have a dog.
Oh, cool.
My last cat died 2 or 3 years ago. She was 19. And he won't let us have another cat because he don't like the cat box. But, we have a dog. We have a little teeny, it's a Chihuahua and pug mix. We call it a Chug.
Chihuahua pug mix chug.
Yeah.
They
Of
were
course,
saying that
we were so glad to finally get back to him when we got back home.
in California, it's like 80% of all dogs are either mixed with Chihuahuas or Pit Bulls in that state.
Damn.
Wow.
I guess they're both really popular. I wonder what a Pit
Wow.
Bull Chihuahua would look like.
That'll be
Probably be
a very bulky
scary.
little something or another.
Well, okay. Well, nevertheless, let's talk about what we are here for tonight. And let me go to chat. Oh my gosh, we got a whole mess of people. Oh man. Okay, well, guys. So my plan originally was to make a waterfall filter for my goldfish. And since then, I've gotten 2 more goldfish. They're so cute. I named them Roxanne and Brian after the Peplin Creek and Oxy fishes because they came from them. They're black moors and they're about the size of silver dollars. But it's so funny. Next to my fishy fish, that's my goldfish. He's about the size of a softball. Oh, maybe I can find a photo. It almost looks like TIE fighters going around a planet or something, or the Death Star. And the little guys love just swimming in circles around that great big fish. So that was super cute. Here's you can see how much difference in size they are.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
But they like each other. I have golf balls in the tank for fishy fish to push around, and the little black moors try to push them, but they're too small. It's pretty cute.
Oh, the little
Really
fish
cute.
that could.
Yep.
Are these
But-
golf balls that float, or they sink, or they sink?
They are just normal golf balls, so they sink. But they're great. You get like a great slime coat on them because they got the dimples and everything. So
Yeah.
I'm trying to add everything I can to the fish tank to help with
Come on.
bacteria control, or to grow beneficial bacteria to help with ammonia control, I guess I should say. Because boy, goldfish are dirty fish. They just are. But
Yep, they're the poopers.
I had a great time at the Clash, and I got to see both you guys at the Clash. I wish I could have spent more time hanging out
too.
with everybody.
Me
It's
too.
like, I think we almost need to just have a big picnic, like a 3-day picnic, where we just sit around the
Wouldn't that be
park and hang
cool?
out.
Go camping in the woods.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I want to camp somewhere where there's no ticks
That's no fun.
and the ground is soft.
And the ground is soft.
I don't know. That might present a problem. If you get where it's really soft, you
Song
might
in
fall off
there.
the edge of a cliff or something.
What were we looking at with that corn thing just now?
A corn thing? Are you
Yeah, you
talking
just
about
had
the sea
corn.
bishop? Let me go back to the sea bishop. That thing right there?
Yeah.
Yeah,
That
that was
is the
definitely
sea
corn with
bishop.
legs. No, that's
It
corn
like
with
zooms
legs.
in kind of to a crotch area.
That was off of Stephen P's What the Fish. And you know how they draw all the things and we have to guess what it is? Well, that was one of them. And if you're a member of his channel and you showed up wearing some of his merch or something at a clash, you got a magnet, and that's the magnet I picked. Because who doesn't want to
Well,
see
why
Bishop?
wouldn't you pick that magnet? First of all, that's the perfect magnet to pick.
Absolutely.
I mean, how is anybody supposed to get like? All right, I'm totally confused. Like, why? That's not a fish. What the fish?
Maybe it was part of a cartoon because one night we did like Disney and you know, so it's not necessarily like a real fish. Sometimes we do cartoon fish
Okay.
and whatever. So it might have been a part of that. Which the only point I think I got this year was off of a Disney character fish. I can't get those fish early, but you know, you get 1 point a year. That's all I need to qualify for the overall package price.
Yep.
So
That's how I felt with the Saturday morning cartoons also.
Yeah.
And I won with 1 point. I won a t-shirt.
now I did
Well, all
better
it takes
with
is one.
music than I do with drawing. Because you can't just say a tetra, you have to say which one. Or like if there's 10 shades.
Was that the
of
corn
colors,
tetra? What the heck was that one, man?
I don't know what it was. But it was very coveted because when I showed people which one I picked up, I wanted that one. I wanted that one. But I got it. Oh, Lord.
I enjoyed my What the Fish this year. Did you do one, Jason?
I don't know. Last
Oh.
one I did was at the Triple Crown.
Oh, you're missing out.
I
It's
missed
so much
out.
fun.
Yep.
Well,
I
be
did
watching for Stephen P's show and try to find my fish. Last
Right
year,
now,
I
he had at least enough for 3 shows, so
yeah.
maybe more.
Last year I wanted to be real cool, so I told him I don't want to see the fish before
shrimping.
I draw it. I wanted to draw it from memory, and that was a major mistake because I had a discus and I painted a yellow tang instead, like the shape of it. So I gave it a beak, my discus, and I didn't know that there was an erase button, so I just went with the.
I'm sure
Keep
he's going to have to
going.
edit mine.
This year I did better. Oh my gosh. And I see that people have said there's been super chats and stuff. I'm being a terrible person. Oh no. I think I missed Maria Z says, "Hi Ed. Thanks again for the awesome award winning discus." Well, Maria, that is what tonight's episode is going to be a lot about, because I need ideas. All 3 of my fish that I made on this channel this year won first, second, and third. And here,
Wow.
yeah,
So
it
you
was
sweep
awesome.
the whole category. So what you're saying is you need competition.
No,
Oh.
I don't want competition. What are you, crazy?
Well, you
If
don't
you-
have to worry about me, Ed.
No, but I need ideas. Like, what would be the best fish to do? But yeah.
Oh, did you see that Sean Chavik gave you a $3 super sticker? The little bird. doing
Yes.
something with his little wings.
Oh, thank you so much, Sean. I really
fabric.
appreciate it. I was trying to find it, and then I couldn't find it.
And then
So I
Scotty
was gonna
said,
keep looking.
great seeing you at the Clash, Ed, and everyone else.
Oops. I'm dropping my other stuff. So there's my 1, 2, 3.
That's
It
for
was
the
just
art.
so much fun seeing everybody. Thank you so much, Sean. And then I got first and second in the photography department.
Now I do
So that
not
was
owe
pretty
Skipper
cool.
$20, do I?
What do I owe him $20 for?
Wait.
No,
Wait. Speaking about Owen, we had
and
a
Skipper
bet,
had
didn't
a
we?
bet.
No, Ed and I had a bet. I just remembered this when you said this.
Oh, okay.
We had a bet,
What
Ed,
bet?
didn't we?
Oh,
I
what
believe
was
you
the
made
bet?
it on
I forgot.
you made it on your live stream when we were aquascaping. Whoever got the better score. I remember you
what
wanted
was
to
your
stick a dynamite.
score?
You wanted to stick a dynamite. That's all I remember.
Yeah, I was. Hey, man, you got to do whatever you can do to get a stick of dynamite.
Yeah, but I think I won, so I don't have to worry about it.
Oh,
But I don't remember what I asked for.
one judge, I think he just is always hard on me. He gave me a 55, and the other ones were decent scores.
I think that same judge gave me a 70, and everybody else gave me in like mid 80s, high 80s.
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh, well.
It was fun.
That's how it works. So, well, we'll have to rewind it and see what I owe Jason for losing.
I'm glad I'm off the hook for a stick of dynamite because that might be a little...
Oh,
and I don't think Skipper and I either won that bet. I know I didn't win, but I don't think his pick was the first place winner.
That was
But the
Shelby's tank right there, right?
The tail got first place, right?
Who?
The tail, the fish tail, and the
oh, no, the tail came in second.
what got first?
ICU came in first, the Arapaima eyeball.
I don't know which one he picked, so I still may owe him. I know mine was the yellowfish.
You talking about the
I
photos?
didn't. Yeah.
I think he picked a full body shot. And you see, that's what Sam was recommending when I had him on here, was to go with full body shots, because he said that's what everybody does. And he said, don't put the arty things in there because that's not what people do. Well, I put the arty ones in and I won because it's not like everybody else's. Because there was a lot of good photography. There really was a lot of great photography.
The eye was both of our second choices, so we tied on that. Ed Killer Kitty gave you a $10 super chat. Says congratulations on your awards with little Pokemon happy facey looking thing.
Oh my gosh! Thank you so much, Killer. You're so awesome. She's my little sister in Dungeons and Dragons.
Oh, cool.
Thank you so much. And now this is going to sound funny for me to say, because I've never said anything like this, but there's my sweetheart. Oinky is in the chat.
Hi, Oinky. You little
Hi,
sneaky
Oinky.
vixen, you.
Hi, Oinky.
Y'all fooled me.
And there's my sour ball, Patty. She just put in. Let's go already. I don't know what that's about. But
she's been a member for 16 months.
Yeah, Patty is so much fun. She's awesome.
She
gave me a whole bunch of suckers, and they kept me from falling asleep on the way home.
And her eyes are so crystal clear.
I have some B-roll footage of Patty on my Discord at the Clash with her boombox. That was fun. That was fun.
And I see Scuba Steve. I'm doing a terrible job. There's Richard Reynolds gave me 2 bags of Bucky Nuggets, and I really appreciate that. I kept one, and I gave one to Oinky to give to her dad, so maybe he'll like me better.
I heard he gave you 2 bags of butt nuggets. That's all I just heard.
So you're buttering up Oinky's daddy with Bucky Nuts.
You got to do what you got to do it.
I don't think Patty realizes you're live. I think she's still on like a...
And I see Kelly Foreman is here. I didn't get to see any of the live talks except for
either.
Jason's first one. He did one at like 8 in the morning the first day. So I was able to do that. But then I was busy for every single talk. I didn't get to see any of them. Oh,
Well, it didn't help that we were aquascaping for like 6 hours that one day during the middle
and 2
of the
hours
day.
the next day.
Yeah.
And here comes the man, Skipper.
You know, it's
Nice
crazy.
shirt.
We did not plan this.
Oh
Nice
my
shirt.
gosh.
I'm mirrored,
What the
I
heck?
think. I believe I'm mirrored.
It's funny.
Now I feel left
funny.
out.
Sorry.
Aqua-
Well, you look prettier in your pink shirt than all of us together in our green.
Patty, you might need to refresh.
There we go.
But no, Skipper does so much work at the Clash and nobody realizes it. If he wouldn't have done that,
Aw.
what he did, Jason and I wouldn't have had any fun scaping because he set up that. So thank you so much, Skipper, for doing that, man. I
You're
know
welcome.
that it's a unappreciated job, but I appreciate it nevertheless.
Yeah, no, it was definitely a behind the scenes thing that made everything happen. For sure.
And there's Mr. Eric.
There was
Eric Wyrock.
There was a lot of behind the scene people that need shouted out, and I'm going to tell you, there's 3 of them that did a lot of work. Actually, I guess Dee Dee herself had some parts of it with the FishFam.link stuff, the donations they did, but also the setting up was Jenna, Steven, and Annette the first night they knocked out that vendor room while
Yep.
all the heavy lifting was going on.
They taped it all off.
That looks familiar. Funny story about that. But anyways, they taped it all off. And what the weirdest part about this year was with setting up, sorry if I'm interrupting whatever you were talking about, was whenever we got to the point where we were filling tanks up, it felt weird because it felt like, I know there was stuff to do, but it felt like there was nothing to do because of how quick it got taken care of.
Efficient.
Yeah, it was a well-oiled machine.
Well,
Poor Patty.
I think Patty just realized that we are live.
Yeah, she was saying some things.
Oh, and
I
Vibes
hope she
also-
doesn't. Patty, don't go back and listen to what I had to say. Okay. But yeah, you're so right. It was very smooth and it went really well. And thank you, Skipper. Thank you, Peas, for what you guys did. You guys, it was really good. And Annette and
Vibes helped
everybody
a
that
lot
did
too.
stuff.
Yeah.
And
Vibes,
Dee,
I
Annette,
guess, was
everything
there
you did.
everywhere.
But poor Steven, man, he looked like he just got done playing football. I think they made him like tape all the tape on his hands and knees or something because he was a sweaty dude. He looked like he jumped in the pool, but he didn't.
Well, it was hot in those rooms. I have to admit that.
Just before or
Yeah.
after they kicked the heat on, because it was hot in those rooms. Man,
It was
for sure.
before the heat.
But
The heat
Eric,
is on.
see, Vibes erected pipe, and
And
he was helping to do that. I know.
Chris George
Well,
helped with the tables.
When we broke down those tables, it was like 98 degrees in there.
Dude, it was brutal the whole weekend in
Yeah.
there.
I was
there's
even warm.
Wonderful Jennifer.
So I know
You know,
everybody
I'm going to
else
turn
was.
off my ceiling fan. Be right back.
Jennifer Weaver.
And Eric Wyrock has this same shirt on that y'all have on. Just so you'll know.
Say that again.
He went and picked
It's
this up.
wearing his shirt like y'all have on. So now there's 4 people wearing the same shirt. in this one.
Mhm. Right on. Well, there's only apparently, well, there's 12 people who got the shirts, but the other people got them too because they were volunteers. But
No, so we'll talk about that a little bit. We was only doing one T-shirt this year for the Clash, and last year we had 3 different T-shirts. We had the regular one that everybody got. You had the volunteer one, and then the people that did the aquascape.
They were dark green and like a forest
Yeah.
green.
So
they
you
were
had-
dark green. Yeah, I have that one too from last year.
There was me and Jen Williams were the ones that were running, the show, all the behind the scenes, setting stuff up. She got the judges. I was just a muscle. The Aquarist auction and Jen Williams is her company. We made a decision to sponsor some T-shirts, and it was at the very last minute. So it got all done within like a week and a half before the show.
Well, that's awesome.
And yeah, she did the design and stuff, and got them taken care of, and they got paid for. And we wanted to give out to the sponsors that were there, and the judges that helped out. So it was a good thing. There is one thing I want to say to you two fellas, since you were on the aquascaping competition, is there was a difference from last year to this year. Not just you two, but the other guys in chat that have participated in it in the previous year, of how much better your tanks were. You could see the growth. A lot of people that noticed it from last year, they have said that. So that's a good kudos to you guys too.
That's cool.
They were nice.
I think
A lot of
everybody's
people,
got
I
better
scored better than I
taste
did
me.
last year.
I took pictures of all of them so I could get inspirations from some of them.
Yeah.
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 No, yeah.
I like
No, everybody that
I really
did win
liked
was
Jason's from
it was-
last year, and I liked mine from last year better. But
liked
everybody
yours
else,
from
I think,
last year,
got better.
Yeah, I agree. I liked mine last year. I liked yours last year. Yours this year was good.
Yeah.
But yeah. Did you score better this year or last year?
I scored better last year.
Um,
Like I say, I just had the one really bad score from the one person.
I did overall better, I think, this year.
That's awesome. I liked how last year's
Well,
had that.
it helped that I had Patty bitching at me every moment of the way. Are you really going to do that? Is that what you're doing? Is this what you're doing?
What's
You made
funny
them
is
think.
For
she
6
told
hours,
you-
that's all I heard. It's like, is this what this is what you're
So
doing?
did Patty help you score or lower your score?
I
Did
don't
you have
know.
a great idea and she
Maybe,
told you
I don't
out
know.
of it, or did she help you
I
make
just had
the
to
good score
second
that
guess
you got?
myself every step of the way.
So there's one thing he did do the next day that was suggested by Patty, and that probably helped his score, was
It
adding
was
that
not-
other plant.
Yeah, well, not only did there was a few people that suggested that to me, and it made sense. So I was like, all right.
He
You
listened
know-
because Patty said it. Don't let him.
No. I think Patty had to get somebody else to tell me what it was, and then I was like, okay, I believe you now.
As she says, that was encouragement.
Exactly.
I got to share a table with Geek Boy this year, and he is amazingly fun in real life. I didn't know if that.
You wouldn't expect that from Geek Boy.
No, you expect a really smart guy that doesn't know how to talk.
Right. No, Geek was
And-
really cool.
Yeah, he was really cool, and I bid on his fish tank and won. But as a loser that I am, I didn't get my own number. I was just borrowing Oinkies. She paid for my tank.
Oh,
Isn't that a schmuck thing to do?
Yes.
I wish I would have bid on both tanks. No, I'm just teasing.
That's messed up.
I
Well,
wish I'd have
just
known what they
So
were
wait.
for. I would have wanted one of those tanks.
No, I
that's
really
just a
want a
smart
Geek
thing
Boy.
to do.
So wait, Oinky, you won Oinky bought Geek Boys tank, is what you're saying.
Yeah, but I bid on it. I would have
And then
never.
did she take it home or did you take it home?
I took it home.
But
Right, well,
I mean,
that's a
if you bid
dirtbag
on it, it
move,
would
man.
have your number on it. How did it have her number on it? I don't understand.
I'm sorry.
So he was borrowing her number. I
Oh,
think
you,
And he made her pay, and he just took the merch, is what I just heard.
well,
Yep.
hell yeah, that was.
Well, they wrote my name on it after I won it.
And he was like, "Later, Oinky, I'm out."
Sorry, Oinky,
Oh.
he got you on one.
And in the auction, there was one fish I wanted so bad. It was the Deltese Beischer from Big Shrimpin'. I see Big Shrimpin' right
Ah,
there.
big shrimp too, yeah.
And I was waiting forever for this one fish. And I was like this.
Hey, Oinky, you want to go to auction with me?
And I fell asleep when they said the number. And then I woke up and I was like, wait, is that it? It went for $18. I was going to bid up to 40.
Wait, you fell asleep in the middle of the auction?
Only bid I was waiting for, I fell asleep during. That auction went on for 5 hours.
It was a lot.
So I actually went and took a nap. And when I came back, she was like winning things left and right for $1 a piece.
Yep.
She waits till the end when everybody's out of money. It's pretty awesome. And I ended up with her puffer too.
Smart.
Yeah. I
Yep.
have her puffer at my house.
Wait, you stole her puffer too? What the?
I did. I
I-
stole her puffer.
Oinky, next time we have a swap, I'm sitting by you.
I know, Winky, you got to keep an eye on this guy.
She's gonna be the most popular gal in the room. And there was a lot of
And-
people who bid on stuff.
I was wondering if she also got me a extra bag of water hyacinth. Because somehow I had 2 bags of water hyacinth instead of 1. Because I did win one for $1. And I wonder if she bid on one and got it for me. Because $1, you can't pass that up, even though the season's almost over. I still got a month and a half of tubbing. I'm just going to throw it in.
Will it survive the winter where you're at?
No.
Unless
As soon
you
as
bring
it
in or
gets,
something.
yeah, as soon as it gets to 60 degrees, the water, it starts to die. And
Tell-
like today, I got into the pool and it was
Stole
so
her-
cold
stole her
because
puppy.
last week was so hot. But we're going to be in the high 80s for the rest of the week. So hopefully the water will get a little warmer.
Winky says, "Are you kidding? As generous as Ed was to me the whole time, it was my pleasure to give my sweetheart a tank. What a gentleman." And then Kelly said, "You stole her heart and stole her puffer."
John from Select Pet says, Ed, do you have the ETAA swap on your calendar? I do not. That's the East Tennessee Aquatic Association. That's my club. I scored them points though, because I wrote them down as my club, and whoever gets the most club points gets $300 extra for their club. And so I scored them 11 whole points. We need to get all the guys up here and actually steal it away from those people.
Wow.
It'll never happen because they went all they probably had like 1,000 points. You know, the club that won.
I don't know how to do all that stuff yet.
Oh, it's October 28th. Good deal. Trying to remember. There was something. Oh, I have a doctor's appointment, I think October 27th or the 26th. So, yeah, doesn't really matter.
Oh,
I will be at the swap, John, and if you're there, I'll hang out with you, and maybe we could split a table or something if you want. Scuba Steve, though, we got to mention Scuba Steve, guys. He won one of the I think over 6-inch cichlids for South Americans or something like that, and this is his second major cichlid win in 2 years because he won the Cichlid Association one, which is considered the biggest cichlid show in America, and he won that. And then he won at the Clash, which is considered the biggest fish show in America. So he's a 2-time champion.
The 2-time.
Awesome. 2 times, 2 different shows, 2 different fish. It's not like he just got lucky with one fancy pants fish. Yeah, so he got it in
Is it the
hybrid.
same fish? Oh no, it was a different fish.
Yeah, his award-winning fish was going to be there, but it passed away 3 weeks ago.
Oh,
Oh, did any of you guys have any fish loss while you were there? I lost an angelfish that I've had for about 7 or 8 years.
The
She
day I
passed
was
away. She
leaving.
was my last angel.
The day I was going to the Clash, one of my Geophagus was laying on his side, breathing heavy. I'm like, what is happening? And then I got the text, and when I was there that night, that he was gone. That was the only loss.
Bummer.
I
So-
I love. Go ahead, Skip.
I came home, looked at my tanks, and for some reason, every time I go on the trip, my 55-gallon tank, which has my oldest fish in it, I have one that passes away. This year, it ended up being one of my Pictus catfish, but it's an OG. I think it's 5 or 6 years old because it was in my son's tank for the longest time until it got big enough to move it in that tank. But every time it seems like I go somewhere, I lose a fish in that tank. But it's the oldest fish for some reason. But I don't know if they get depressed or what because I'm not there. I don't know what it is. But yeah, it happened. But that's it.
All right, you,
I
Dee
had-
Dee, did you?
I had one shrimp dead in a bag. That was one of those purple Nancy's I got from Tim, and which, for all the, people picking them up, looking at them and all that mess. And, little things have to go through a lot. Plus, they have to, 5 or 6 days of being handled so many times. But
It's got to be really rough for them in the bag, man. That's it. Yeah.
And one of my shadow pandas I ordered from Brent at TGOE passed before I could get it in the tank, but it was a fresh pack. It just died, but
Oh,
it took me
I
a
got
while to get everybody acclimated coming in at nighttime, just trying to match that TDS. Of course, your pH drops, and it was hard, but everybody else is fine.
I didn't have it. I got blue Mayuki Madakas from Garden of Eater. I think there was 6 in the bag, and they're all fine. And then I got 2. I really didn't buy a whole lot of fish. I got 2 threadfin rainbows, a pair, male, female. They're fine. And I got a bunch of snails. And who knows if they're fine or not. They're somewhere in a tank.
Does anybody know what awards Pile Aquatics got? He said he got some, but he don't know what they are.
I saw him say that. He said something about his award-winning Killie.
Nice.
Oh, Scotty's going to message him in the middle, let him know. And Paul Sotero
Oh,
lost
that's awesome.
4 of those Simless Corys.
Yo, Paulie.
It
Oh,
was
yeah.
awesome seeing Scotty too, meeting Scotty in real life.
Short Scotty or Scotty Aquati?
Scotty Aquati. Well, wait.
Yeah.
Yeah, Scotty Freak versus Scotty Wire versus Scotty IE.
Scotty
One-
Aquati.
Yeah, and it was awesome seeing
It
him.
was
He
good
was
seeing
bigger
him.
than I thought. I just assumed all Scotties were little. Because
I
my
actually
running back in football was about 5'5", but he was a hell of a running back, Scotty Germain.
I met
Got to meet Garcia Aquatics. He was there.
Alshon, which most people
What?
didn't catch him. I don't hate
Yeah,
to miss
it
him.
was-
He was probably the tallest person there.
he was. He is.
Yeah, he probably is. Yeah.
But did you
Tom.
notice? Did you notice how he just stays in the shadows?
He does,
He
even though
lurks.
he's right. It's just, but Keith, I was talking with Keith, KJE, and he said, "Dee Dee, this is Alshon. If not, I would. He wouldn't have
Yep.
made no move because he's very quiet.
Uh-huh.
Then it's like, come give me a hug."
Yeah.
I don't know how I didn't get sick because I was in everybody's
Of
face.
Garcia.
I messed up with the fish that I wanted to put in my tanks. And I went with these really cool crabs that are just awesome. And they're still alive. Oh, I got to feed them today. So I don't want them to eat each other. But they're really cool, but they hid the whole time. And we had really bizarre wood. Normally the wood in the shows, that's where the twist, it's always just normal, just plain cheapy driftwood. And they had like this really fancy stuff called dragon wood.
Yeah.
And then they had
That was for the
a
escape.
bunch of rocks. And normally it's a bunch of, cheap wood. So they had this fancy wood. Well, one of my crabs like decided to live in the wood the whole time.
Yeah.
And I was trying to get the crab out. So I had Dennis, who's amazing, holding the wood like this. And I had a straw and a net, and I was trying to work it in the holes, trying to get him to push him through. And he jumped out and went straight up Scotty's arm like a spider. And Scotty didn't jump or nothing. And that thing jumped from his arm to one of the tables with a skirt on it, caught the skirt, and started walking down the skirt. Then it just jumped off the skirt to the floor.
Did it live?
It was crazy.
Did it
And now
live?
it's somewhere halfway to like Mexico by now.
Yep. No, I got it.
Oh,
He's
you
kind
caught
of a
it. Okay.
jerk because he ate 3 of the legs off of one of the other crab, his
Oh.
girlfriend's crab.
I got to do
Or
an
is-
interruption real quick. You have a new member, which is only Oscars.
Boom.
Only
Also-
Oscars.
You also got a Aussie $10 super chat from Craig's Catfish Cave. Egg was single grab on to his honest man Oinky and don't let go. He's heart of gold. Yeah, he does have a heart of gold.
Well, thank you so much. I really appreciate it. And I'm very lucky to have met a girl like Oinky because she is an amazing girl. And I think I actually found someone that likes to go to movies more than me, which is really amazing. She saw 3 movies today. So,
Movies and fish. Wow.
yep, it's crazy. And she also likes nerdy stuff like Star Wars.
I got a quick
So-
question to Steve. And so we did this big group photo. We do it every year. I agree with him. We need to build that into the schedule and get the word out early. Was there people that were missed in it? That's my question.
Yeah.
I remember talking to
Philip,
somebody that said, I can't remember who was not in that. Was Lefty not in it?
Select Pet wasn't in it,
Oh, I'm sorry, John.
but maybe
kind
they
of a
can
jerk when we do
Photoshop
those.
them in there.
Yeah.
But there
I'm
was,
like-
there was still stuff going
I
on.
set
We did
those
it
up
late.
and I don't set up the time and stuff. I just set the people up because I'm pretty good at arranging people really fast.
Look good.
And I just kind of yell a lot and it gets done real quick.
That's what you need to do, man. You got to herd them cats.
Yeah, I'm a good herder. I can herd
Yeah.
people for about 3 minutes.
And
That's all you need.
organizers in just seconds, really. Oh, and Pet Sonics Diego gave you a $3 super sticker with the chicken, right,
Fist
like
bump.
saying right on a fist bump or whatever.
Oh, thank you so much. I haven't talked to Diego in a really long time. I got to see how
Sorry.
he's doing.
You got another $2 super chat from Garcia Aquatics. Guys, sorry for me being so quiet. I called. No, actually, he was quiet. There's something wrong with you there.
I heard him say Garcia.
It was great to meet him in person. I've met quite a few new people this year. One of them being Dee Dee. She kind of brought me back to my roots whenever I was talking to her. I wanted to go back to North Carolina.
Yep.
May happen next year.
Okay,
Mayhem.
cool.
Dee Dee was a
if you
lot
do-
shorter in person than I thought she would be.
Yes.
Dee Dee?
I don't know why. I thought you'd be taller. But you were still cool.
Short people need loving too.
Jason prefers just to hang out with tall people, I guess.
That's it. That's
There-
why I hang
there
out
are
with
a
Reminds
Kirk.
me more
lot
of
of tall
Godzilla.
That's why I hang out with Kirk because he's so tall.
There are a lot of tall people. I will say that.
Oh,
Eh.
guys, be watching for Larry
Hi, Larry.
D. I got to do a video,
Oh, I
not a
missed
live
that.
stream, but a video of hot sauce. And
Okay.
I was so proud of myself.
Oh,
You
so
didn't
you
cry?
tried some hot sauce?
No, but I blew my nose.
Okay.
But he was very nice. He got very mild stuff, and he taught us how to taste the flavors. And the first was the most hot, but when I was the first one with, and I had to goop it on my spoon, and a big block falls, and it's like a square chunk. And he said, "Oh no, that's just where it all gets compressed in the top." And it's like, I call that the gross stuff that gets stuck to the top, but whatever. And
Yeah.
it was he told me to taste the honey, the onions, the garlic, and I could taste all of those flavors, and it was amazing. It was really good.
I've missed that.
I missed that too.
It was it
That would've
was
been
really fun. Maritza and Mike did it, and Big Shrimpin. The four of us did it with it, Larry D. It was cool.
Skipper, speaking of throwing back the aquascaping, did you have a spreadsheet on all the scores? Somebody said that you had access to that.
Not anymore.
Okay.
I had him.
Do you remember what I bet
You were last.
Degenerate? He was going to
Well-
give me a stick of dynamite, but I had to give him something.
I forget what we bet. I can't even remember what we bet.
I may just have to send you like a case of pop or something.
I was worried about dynamite. Like, how am I going to get dynamite?
Oh, you should have reminded me of that. I forgot about that bet. I
Now,
did.
how about our bet? Did you win between our bet? I did not. I picked the yellowfish would win first. It was the eye that picked first, and you picked another fish, did you? Didn't you pick a cichlid?
Are
You
you
got a
asking?
$20 bet.
Are you asking me that?
Yeah.
Because that was probably after we talked about that damn. I don't remember that. I'm just going to tell you that.
Okay, you didn't pick the winning one. I'll just tell you that. We'll let it go with that. If you don't
Well,
remember, I'm not going to help you remember.
Was that when we was in there talking about whenever we was looking at your brine shrimp hatchery?
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember that conversation.
That's just fine. I knew you didn't pick the winner.
I didn't pick it and you didn't pick it, so I guess we're good.
Yeah, I knew I didn't, but I couldn't remember which one you picked. I thought it was a whole fish, not the eye.
Oh, we're talking about the art.
We
Oh yeah,
both picked the eye as our second
Yeah.
choice.
yeah.
That was cool because it was me and Skipper and then Richard and Ed and Oinky. Of course, Oinky never sat down. The whole
Yeah.
time I was in that room, 3-4 hours. That woman never sat down. And Lord knows, when I went and hugged her, I thought I was going to break her. I don't know if she actually lifted the ground or not, but it was pretty darn close because she weighs like 14 ounces. And she's so tiny. She's like this big around. I can
What?
grab her in my hands.
But her heart is so big,
Yeah.
crazy. I know which one I picked now. It was his cichlid that looked like it was glowing around it.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's the one I picked. Yeah, I'm
Good.
now I'm starting to remember bits and pieces, but yeah, I don't
To
remember.
be
Yeah.
fair, though, Skipper was the one who said you got to put the I in there. The one that I named ICU.
Yes, we talked about that on the stream before the clash.
Yeah, he said, I guarantee that'll do good. And it got first. But,
Well, I guess he was right.
Yeah. Part of also when I used to do photo competitions way back in the day, I tried to come up with clever names. And I think that helps because everybody else names their fish the exact same Latin name that nobody can pronounce. And then I name mine ICU with the big eyeball or the tail, so that way it just kind of you remember that name so much easier when you think of the photos.
Well, for years
I
old
always
as
try
I
to-
am, it was like the first messaging system. I see you.
Yeah.
I see you as a ward in the hospital you don't want to go to.
Yeah. Oh,
Yep.
Annette
Mhm,
wanted me
mhm.
to remind everybody that Scotty sent out a survey to all registered guests to fill out about their experience at the class. I've already done mine. I hope I sent it back. I always get confused because you don't really have to do something at the end. But, they want all the feedback, good or bad, whatever it is, let them know because they can't fix it if they don't know that it's perfect.
The worst thing that happened was I spilled 2 gallons of water in my bedroom, or in my hotel room.
I
And
remember that.
when
It
I
was
went
like
to
your first
get,
day.
yeah, well, it was. Okay, so I'm filling a 5-gallon bucket up for the new fish I bought, and I forget I drilled a hole in the side for the airline to get to it. Or no, that's not what happened. The airline siphoned it back up.
Yeah, it was the drip loop it was dripping down on your carpet, if I remember.
That's-
Yeah.
Yeah, it was. I had did a reverse loop that way, and so I went to see if I could borrow a a shop vac, and the janitor had already left for the night, so I had to just do towels. By the day we left, it was finally dry.
Nobody
Well-
knew nothing. Money. What are you
We
doing?
carried some of these big black totes with the yellow lids like you get at Sam's Club because our stuff is in the back of a truck. Even though we have a cover, if it rains, it will still get in there somewhat. So we put those big totes in and put small things inside of it. So when we emptied out, the stuff, we brought the whole totes. One of them was full of play horses for the kid to play with. It was all entirely filled with horses. And they're big. But next year we're going to add 2 more and just put like one under the other, just have an extra one because like all my fish that I bought and stuff, I just had to set them on the floor. And what if one of them bags had leaked? Be in their carpet. So next year I'll have somewhere to put it. And if it does leak, at least I'll catch it. So, and my husband's like, I'm sure I'm glad you took those totes because this one made it easy to move all that stuff. And Xanadu gave you $10 at Ed and Wiki equals awesome. Congrats, y'all.
Thank you so much, XDo. XDo's so awesome. I play D&D with him on Mondays and Tuesdays. And both my dungeon masters were there.
Yes.
Oh,
We both were. We probably should have played while
you
we were
guys
there.
arm wrestle for power.
Yeah.
Did any of y'all get involved with the sing-along that went on Saturday night?
I went to bed
No.
right before that happened, but I heard all about it. I saw
I
the
did
video.
too. I can't believe that's the only night I didn't
Wow.
go to stay
That's
out
the
late.
first night I went to bed. Exactly. I went to bed at midnight. I'm like, all right, I'm beat. I've been up to like 3 a.m. every other night.
I headed out like 10 something and they hadn't even started playing yet. I kicked myself in the tail.
That was Saturday?
Saturday night, yeah.
Oh yeah, no, I
Into
missed
Sunday.
that. My allergies were full force by then.
Yeah, because I got in like at 2 o'clock every night except for that night.
Stephen P put a video out today that had that in there.
Yeah, he worked that
Very
song in
nice.
there perfectly with the music. That was awesome. But
Nice.
yeah, Q said he was up till 4, and I imagine there was a lot of them up till 4.
Yeah, there was a lot of
Me and
people. up
Dennis
that
hung
night.
out till 2 one night.
I heard there was only one complaint from the whole thing. I think that it was a little too loud. I think there was only one complaint. And that's pretty good for how long it went on for.
Yeah, if there was only one
Here, I'll bring
complaint,
some drums.
because there was like
Just because they're cool.
a lot of people.
Sorry.
in there.
Well, going back to my original comment, guys, now only Oscars is here. I was thinking about trying to do maybe an Oscar for next year for one of my sculptures, do an Oscar. what else, guys? And I mean, we got a year. Actually, we have a year and 1 week because they couldn't get the same time. So it's going to be the first weekend of October next year. But think about what animals. Oh, there's Boots Cats. She was fun to meet too. That was awesome.
Yes, she was.
Boots cats, boots cats.
And Mike from New Austin. New Austin is always so much fun and a nice guy too. And Paul's cool. Oh my gosh. Now next year we're going to have to get Craig there because that'd be cool.
Maybe Craig
He
can
seems like
jump
the
in Mark Saracen's suitcase.
Yeah.
There you go.
He bends over all the time. He's foldable.
Yeah.
Jeff.
Oh. Now look at what John says that I should do one sculpture a month and pick the best 3 of 12. I guess it could be a challenge.
Yeah. Well,
I might
have
be
you
able to do
thought of
something
any
like that.
invert?
The problem is they're so little. You know, like here's a little crab I made. I'd have to make a bunch of crabs on a rock or something. I could have some rocks. Let's see. Here's my Blue Dream.
Yeah, but can you make like a giant one?
Like a octopus. Like, oh, I don't want to. That
Yeah,
has a
like-
magnet. I'm sticking it on my
Like a
keyboard.
crab this big, as wide as my head or whatever.
Yeah, or like a shrimp that's like.
Yeah, like a giant, not size wise, like.
The bigger, the more detail.
Yep,
Yeah,
that's what we're saying.
yeah.
Show
Yeah.
your skills. Really shine
the
for us
cost.
here, Ed.
Yeah, but
Okay.
Patty has a good comment. You need to start selling your stuff.
I
Money.
gave away 2 of my 3 things. I gave my gold nugget to Oinky and my discus to Maria.
Well, I don't know. That's totally a giveaway because she's I don't know. Did she pay you for that at one point, like a long time ago?
Discus?
Yeah.
No, she just always tried.
Oh, I see.
Oh, what about
she
one
gave
of
They
me-
those,
just owed it to her for like ever.
a
Yeah,
stingray?
she gave me 18 blue bolts though. So blue bolts are pretty expensive, and I just hope I don't kill them all. That's
How,
the
how
I hope
about a
so, too.
stingray? That's a cool creature.
Mm-hmm. Stingray's a good one, Dee Dee. That's right.
Joey's been on my show twice, or just like in listening, and both times he's tipped me $20. They do a stingray.
So, King of DIY, Joey.
Yeah. So
Nice.
he wants to see a stingray.
There you go.
Patty says less talking and more crafting. Oh, I agree with Matt. Liquid Zoo Only Fans gave you a $2 super chat. Said, Ed, make a sea bishop.
What is that?
That thing, like I had my magnetic sticker. You could sell that thing. Have an auction.
Yeah.
We'd probably
I
find
have
it.
no idea what a sea bishop is. That's what is it?
That little
Sea
corn
bishop.
thing, y'all.
Where's my phone?
Oh, that's what that is. A sea.
Yeah, sea bishop.
Oh my god,
Yeah,
Wait,
you
is
could
that the
raffle that thing off.
that was the corn dude.
You know, my goldfish come out pretty good. I could probably do goldfish.
How about a gorilla whale?
A gorilla whale. That
Or as
I'll
they
just.
say, Gojira.
I don't think so.
That'd be awesome though.
Look, she can fast forward.
Is that making y'all drunk?
It's kind of crazy.
No.
There he is. There he is.
Oh, that's
I don't
right.
think I'll win with that.
And that's called a sea bishop.
You got put
All right,
your.
now
own
I gotta
twist to it,
Google
man.
this. Let's see.
They have to explain what a sea bishop is because I don't know what one is. I just think it was cool.
Yeah, I mean, what? in
We could
the-
just do a bust of Big Shrimpin's head.
Oh, it's a legendary monster.
Ooh, I like monsters.
Sea
Is it a water
monsters.
monster that looks like corn?
Yo, here.
Corn cob of the sea.
That'll be your homework assignment this week is to find out what a sea bishop would consist of.
Okay,
He
let's
looks like
see, we
he
got-
has Grinch legs.
That's a sea bishop. Well, that might be not appropriate, but a sea
You don't
bishop.
think,
I think that's the one that you have in the sticker there.
I think I need to stick with fish.
Careful.
Whoa. It
Ooh,
Careful.
that looks cool.
does
It
look
does look
cool.
cool.
Careful.
Well, I may have to make a sea bishop for fun.
Hey, look, somebody's got one in real life.
Yeah, make one and we'll raffle that thing off and somebody can win it.
Looks like a damn gremlin.
That's right.
Remember the gremlins?
Probably fed that after
Yep.
midnight.
I want to
Gremlins
do a
was- that's
special
so
shout
cool.
out. I got to thank Gina. Gina let me put Taylor Stiff in her booth. And Taylor Stiff was my model that wore the Tennessee Fish Mafia clothes, which was pretty cool. So, pretty cool of her to do. Pretty dorky of me to make. But, yeah, that was pretty cool. So, thank you, Gina, for letting me do that.
The legs on the sea bishop remind me of what was that swamp monster you had? Damn it. I just lost it. One of the monsters you have of your figures that has the gills and stuff. It'll come to me. Never mind.
Oh, it's within arm's reach. Look at this.
No, your figurine. Your manly Barbie dolls that you have.
I've got a lot of them, so
It's man dolls.
yeah.
A
Oh.
bucket of brine shrimp.
New
Winkies
tip
says,
for
"How about
traveling.
Slovenia?"
Okay, I normally gas up and pee at the same time.
Wow,
And
that's talent.
Urinals in gas stations are a lot suckier than they are at like Walmart. So this time I stopped at Walmart's to pee, and every time I walked through the discount aisle and I found a G.I. Joe that I've been looking for 3 years, 60% off.
Nice.
Crazy.
Just happened to be at the
And-
right time and had to go use the
Yeah.
restroom.
Even though I looked at about 4 different Walmarts, I made sure I never went to the same Walmart coming up and coming down. And one paid off. So hey, that was pretty awesome.
Geek Boy wants to know, is that like an in one end and out the other at the same time kind of deal?
What?
Fueling and dumping.
That's
I was
right.
just peeing.
The Black Lagoon creature.
Creature from the
Oh,
Black
my
Lagoon.
Yeah.
Okay. I made. Well,
Teacher
here's
from
a
the
little.
crack balloon.
Yeah, his
Wow,
legs.
yeah.
That
Yeah.
thing. He beheaded it and put it on a stick like he's a head shrinker or something.
No, that was this. That was a pencil. Let me grab him quick.
Oh, so while he's looking for that, I did get a catfish I never had before. I'll probably never see him again in my life, but I got some wood cats. Don't
Nice.
ask me to
Did
pronounce
you get him from that guy that same guy that was selling them last year?
Alex.
That was the Alex from New York. Alex Alea or whatever the heck his name is.
Yeah.
Look at that. That doesn't
that-
look like
I
a
took-
fish
well-
taco.
I took the creature from the Black Lagoon and turned him into a
Cthulhu.
Cthulhu.
Yeah.
He's just a model, but he's my favorite sea monster in the whole world. And you can kind of see he even has like I poked little holes for suction cups, but you can't really see them from the angles. But they're there.
Ed, I'm gonna jump down.
That's cool. And I'll
link-
shut down. Oh gosh, we got a minute.
No, you're good. You got longer. I did it
No,
for
well,
after. I'm gonna go check on my daughter real quick. She's fine. I just want to make sure she's okay. The links in the chat for Dee Dee, Jason, and Ed, if you guys would like to come up. And I'll see y'all in about 8 minutes.
Okay.
awesome. Oh my gosh, this is so cool. You can see all the super chats now.
Yeah, and the starred.
Yeah. Like I didn't even realize that Matt gave me $2 and said make a C bishop. I just read make a C bishop. Thank you so much for the $2 super chat on top of that. Gosh. Wow. Well, thank you guys for all the super chats. I really appreciate it. Thank you, members. You guys are all amazing. You make it so I can make goofy stuff like this, and you guys helped me win these. I mean, I couldn't have made this stuff without you guys hanging out with me and talking, because I'm not creative by myself sitting with Nico. This guy like sucks the creativeness out of me because he just steps on my stuff. So you guys being there talking to me while I go, I really appreciate a lot. And thank you, mods. You guys were all amazing. Hi to my Uncle Bruce. I didn't say hi to you and the rest of the family in Iowa. And Jason and Dee Dee, thank you guys so much for coming up. We
Sure.
want Rico to get better quick, but
Sure.
having you two made up for him in immense ways. I don't know. Whatever I was going to say was going to sound terrible because we love Rico, but we love you guys too.
Yeah, who doesn't love
Dee Dee, I was talking
Oh.
while you talked.
I'm sorry, before you go, Patty, Betta, and Guppy Gal gave you a $10 super chat that said, thanks, Ed, for everything.
Yay.
Well, thank you for everything. She was a lot of fun too. And my biggest regret is she didn't walk with me through the hall like she did last year. Because last year when we did the walkthrough, she was like right next to me and Rico as we went, and she is funny. She really is. And if anybody gets the opportunity to listen to her, it's worth it. But guys, let's all head over to Skipper's and check out the Nocturnal Feeding, and we'll see you guys all in a week. And let's see, I'm going to go out on the Nocturnal Feeding song.
I love this song.